Divine cards is a system of cartomancy where praying cards are used to make predictions of your characteristics and your future timeline. The origins of this system date back to over 20,000 years ago. This was during a time when ancient wise men observed the cosmos and formulate mathematical systems. These teachings were preserved till this day, and I'm honored to present to you the Divine Cards. In this system, each day of the year is assigned one card. Each living man or woman is assigned 1 to 4 cards depending on their date of birth. The main card or birth card is of most significance, followed by the planetary ruling card or PRC. For some birthdays, there is a third or fourth card. You can see from the chart here or check the links below for your card. If you feel that the card doesn't really resonate with you, you may want to look into your birth time. I noticed the time difference when I was calculating the lucky dates for a client to buy lottery. It opened the next day. For example, if you're born in Singapore on March 7, in New York, it's March 6. So you may have to convert your birth time to UTC and then follow that date to find your birth cards. Once you have found your cards, you can check them out. If you cannot find the video on your particular card, means I have not made them yet. So please like and subscribe so that I can continue to make more videos. Thank you. Numerology of 5. You see how the number 5 curves? It's almost like a roller coaster. It gives the feeling of excitement, traveling, and changes. 5 is associated with Mercury. 5 is also in the middle. Although they experience the ups and downs of life, they are flexible and knows how to balance. They love freedom and they are also lucky. 5 represent changes, varieties, opportunities, travel, escape, and fluctuating life experiences. 5 are restless and dissatisfied. They want change. As soon as changes are made, they want to change the change. Freedom is important. 5 may have difficulty to concentrate. They stand in the center and therefore they can move around. They seek new places, experiences, lovers, changes, and they learn by experience. 5 must realize the difference between good and bad. The positive side of 5 is adaptability. They are very adaptable, versatility, able to change, and expressiveness. The negative side of 5 is restlessness, aloofness, changeable, and they can be unpredictable. The clubs symbolize the teacher and the receptive quality of the mind, the intellectual interests and mental reactions to people, things, circumstances, and events. They are the seekers. This is the first leaf to come into life and the last to go into fall. So it signifies summer. The ancient element is air. Air is required to ignite the fire of creation and expansion. It is also the ambition that creates. It uses knowledge to create. It creates life, money, and wealth. They are the guardians of intelligence and rule all mental processes, psychological reaction, educational interests, inquiries, communication, and messages. They investigate and instigate arguments, disputes, and debates. The crux is also associated with luck and maturity. They are the brains behind successful activities. Their path and quest is for universal knowledge. They are the messengers of the gods, the links between heaven and earth. The Clubs are good at all forms of education, legal matters, literature, journalism, and all creative sides. The positive side of the Clubs, they are brilliant, magnetic, thoroughly informed, and they make safe counselors. The negative side can be aggressive, intrusive, trickery, unreliable, and dishonest. So the Club's living man, woman, or energy can tend towards the positive, negative, or being balanced. The Five of Clubs is similar to the Five of Wands in the Tarot. The similar keywords: change of plans, movements, travels, and conflicts. The card of mental curiosity, the thrill seeker, the mentally and emotionally restless card. You are restless, inquisitive, and constantly seeking, but you are never truly satisfied by the answers. As such, you may constantly encounter obstacles and take them as experiments. You may be accident prone, and due to this restlessness, you want to be careful with high risk spots. Always stop, look, and listen. You may have a tendency to do dangerous things that can land you in trouble. You may not utilize your education or knowledge that you accumulate, but however, you are one of a kind, special. It is advisable for you to have a specialty and build on that specialty. Otherwise, you may become a jack of all trades and master of none. If you are willing to learn by experience and profit by information, you are likely to gain great success. You never remain in the same place of birth or likely to wander or travel quite frequently. You may never stay long in the same school or complete your course of education. And usually you have a tendency to switch careers. You may join a large group, but eventually you move to smaller circles. You need an outlet to express your creativity or opinions. So the more specialized you are, the more likelihood of your success. Usually you may have difficulty to decide between two jobs or opportunities. You may feel insecure financially even when you are blessed with wealth. And most Five of Clubs, you come into fortune. Routine work is a no, no, no. You may switch career a few times or you may suddenly leave your job because freedom is important to you and it is good to have a job where you can travel. You also have interest in foreign countries and cultures. You want to stay away from legal troubles because your luck in court may not be so good. You may be unlikely to get justice even though you may be in the right. You are also skeptical about friends and associates. There is a need to save money because your finances may be ups and downs. You may have a tendency to take risks and invest everything in one basket and lose it all. You have great intuition and it should be cultivated. You have a skeptical mind, which may be good for finding answers, but it may land you in trouble. So, by cultivating your intuition and trusting your instincts, you are better able to navigate your way. Constantly remind yourself to stop, look, and listen. Not ideal to do trading and speculation unless you are educated in that area and has a mentor or experience. Due to your restless mind and emotional insecurities, there may be secretive relationships and love affairs, love entanglements, which can become public. If you are a man, you are prone to dating two women at the same time. If you are a woman, you are probably prone to platonic relationships. Marriageability on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 is very marriageable, 10 is totally unmarriageable. 5 of cups, your marriageability is a 10. Yes, you are totally unmarriageable. There is a wish to be married, but whether you know it or not, there is a fear of commitment. This could be something that is subconscious, which you are not aware of, and this can lead you into a lot of unusual situations. And you may never be able to have this very deep connection. You may become jealous and suspicious of your spouse, or you may lose feelings. So, if you really want to get married, make sure to choose a spouse who can understand your desire for freedom. And it would be good if both of you can travel together occasionally. From my experience, the marriageability is just an indication of how much you want to have a home and the stability of a home. It does not tell if you are able to maintain the marriage. For example, the marriageability of Elizabeth Taylor is a 4. She is very marriageable and has this need to want to have a stable home and security. However, as you can see from her history, there is a string of divorce and marriages. Besides marriageability, we can also see your connections with this particular person. Besides your own destiny cards, you also have your Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, and a whole lot of other planetary cards. There are also past life connections. I will list some of your cards at the end of this video. So if you want to know what sort of connections you have between you and this particular person, you can search for their birth cards by their date of birth. For example, if the person is born on January 14, their main birth card will be the King of Diamonds, and their planetary card will be the Eight of Cups. They may also have a third or fourth card. And then you check if the King of Diamonds has any present life connection with you. There can be more than one connection. There can be a Venus or double Venus, sometimes even triple Venus, which is, I think, quite rare, but yes, there is. There can be karmic connections, and then you can search for the King of Diamonds general reading to get a basic idea of this person's characteristics. There can be karmic connections, and then you can search for the King of Diamonds general to get a basic idea of this person's characteristics. There can be karmic connections, and then you can search the King of Diamonds general reading to get a basic idea of this person's characteristics. Be karmic connections, and you can search for the King of Diamonds characteristics. So what are all these connections about? Every card can indicate a living man or woman. It can also indicate an energy that you have or you are dealing with. You can also get the extended readings if you want to know more about your connections with these different karmics, how to deal with these challenging energies, and how to navigate around these energies. It is good to know so that you can navigate around these people or energies. For the extended readings, I will be doing the Karma cards and Pluto cards first because I find that these are more important ones. You can click on the links below to find out what are these cards about. Bear in mind that these are general readings because there may be details that I'm not able to share with you through the videos. If you would like a more detailed reading or learn more, you can check out Robert Lee Cam or myself and my partners. All the links are on the screen or below. It's an honor for me that you subscribe to our channel. Thank you very much.